Okay, I don't know if I'm starting again or what. Again, this is a mowing valve. I like mowing. Unfortunately, they make different grades. This is the cheapest. Looks like it's something from Home Depot, probably. I never buy them there because they make them for Home Depot to make them cheaper. So the problem was this cartridge is in there. It's supposed to adjust the pressure. So if you're in the shower and someone flushes the toilet, you don't get scalded in the shower. The other thing it does is control temperature, and I'll show you that in the next video. But the one thing that, why this costs so much to replace, you see the hole back there? One there and one there. Behind this whole brass device, there should be a solid piece of wood, timber. And you attach that to, you attach this body, right, to that. Because what happens now, when I go to take a tool and pull this out, see how the whole thing is moving? So I can be steady now. You can hear it in the video. So what happens next is you set up a rig on the tile to pull it, and it breaks the tile. And now you got, you know, God knows what kind of job. So that's two things. Number one, El Cheapo. Number two, wrong installation. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not going to call names. But it's put in wrong. You can't avoid what happened when we turned it on. You're supposed to turn the handle all the way around and get hot water. Now it's working. So what might have happened, something from the street or something comes up and gets jammed in this little guy. Once it's jammed in there, you can't get it out because the inside is metal. You can see here. See that piece of metal in there? So if you get a piece of grit or sand, the body's plastic, and it just grinds it into the body, and then the next thing it'll start leaking. So that's what the story was, and that's why they're expensive to replace, especially when they're put in wrong. Because I have to jump through all kinds of hoops to keep from breaking your tile to get it out. I always suggest to my clients about every 2 years, just change it, or 3 years. You can tell when the handle starts getting stiff when you're trying to turn it. You'll notice it's new now. Kind of notice how it feels now. If you feel it stiffening up, it's telling you that something got caught in there, or it's getting ready to weld. Now, some of these can go, I've seen 15 years. When they go 15 years, they weld themselves to this body, and it's almost impossible to get them out. You have to replace the whole diverter. But thank God that didn't happen to you. It was fairly new. So that's the reason, that's the story, Jerry, as the saying goes, and I'll show you the temperature thing on the next one. See you on the next one.